This is the start of part 2 of Rising from the Ashes After Gambling. After a quick makeup touch, trying to get ready for the next segment of my speech. The next segment deals with forgiveness. Confucius once said that if you embarked on the journey of revenge, make sure you dig 2 graves. And I believe that that is true. This participating in conferences around the world or around the country or even locally, even in my local Gamblers Anonymous meeting, it's not to tell you how angry I am at the casino industry, how I don't want to take responsibility for what I've done. It's to tell you that if we don't participate, if we don't get involved, if we don't question the insane existences of the relationships between government and casinos, how governments are relying on casinos to pay our debts, to pay for college, they're explaining to our children that if they don't participate in the economy by going to a casino, or that if they are seeking to balance the equities, that a casino and the revenues taxed from a casino will balance out the budget and will pay for Medicaid, will get states out of corporate debt. And this is really insane. We need to participate to be able to change what is going on in our community, to be able to set a precedence, to stand up, to say, no, I vote, I have a voice, therefore I am voicing it. I am letting you know I'm expressing my First Amendment right to, I'm availing myself of my First Amendment right to participate in government by saying this is not right. What is going on here is not correct. And those are the questions that I think that we need to ask ourselves daily. I wanted to I always think that a speech should have important and strong stories. I carried this article. I ended up going to jail as a result of my gambling addiction, and I will tell you my story in the next segment. This article is "Forgiveness is Divine." It was printed on Sunday, November 7th, 2010. Sunday, November 7th, 2010. I was in jail. I was in Albion Correctional Facility in Albion, New York, upstate, close to Canada, as a result of what gambling had done for me. That's how my gambling helped me. It put me in jail. I'm a compulsive gambler. I don't gamble, obviously, but I'll always have to monitor this so that it never happens again. But this article is really interesting. It's about forgiveness, but forgiveness of the greatest kind. This is Victoria Ruvolo was driving one day on the Long Island Expressway when a teen decided to throw a frozen turkey and hit her windshield. She was, after her operation, she was unrecognizable. She had 3 titanium plates embedded in her face. She still to this day gets migraines and headaches. And they call her the turkey lady because after that operation, she looks like a turkey. If you, her face is disfigured, but not her attitude, not her desire to forge forward. In the sentencing hearing of this child, he was 17 years old or 16 years old. His name was Ryan Gushing. In the sentencing hearing for Ryan, Miss Ruvolo appeared at the hearing and decided to beg for mercy from the judge. No one could believe it. She said that she needed to let go of this anger so that she could heal. And the drastic healing that happened to her was amazing, inside and out. She gave this child an opportunity to have a life. I don't know if I could be that forgiving, but after this experience, I've learned that forgiveness is key for us to be able to move forward and to do well. I mean, every time I talk about the story, I get emotional because I don't know if I could be that person, but I'm trying to. I'm working really hard to get to that point where I could be a better person and be able to forgive this way. I'm not angry at the gambling industry. I'm concerned. I'm concerned that our future is in the hands of, it is decided by people who are not governed. Legislatively, they're governed in the intake of income. They are severely tax, and they are severely monitored that way. But how they're not being monitored in the way they treat compulsive gamblers and people with problems when they enter the casinos. They're not being monitored in their relationships with these sick people like myself, and they are not being monitored when your children enter there, and hopefully they come out. This is the end of part 2, and in part 3 I will be telling you my story and moving forward with the agenda for this